This one is from Frankie. My brother was exposed to the coronavirus at work. Now, 2 of his co-workers had the virus and was told by management not to tell anybody and to keep working. Is there anything he can do about this? He was tested positive for coronavirus last week.
Yes, Frankie, your brother should quit work. Rarely do I tell somebody that, but in that kind of situation where you have a manager who has knowingly put you in harm's way and with this type of exposure, just quit. He's going to get workers' comp benefits under these set of circumstances. Their last show, or maybe the show before that, we talked about coronavirus and workers' compensation benefits. Workers' compensation benefits are available to those who are in industries where there is a high probability of exposure, mainly healthcare workers, EMS workers, and the like. When you get into a situation, and I don't know, Frankie, where your brother is working, but anybody that knowingly puts them in harm's way in this particular to exposure and now has tested positive for coronavirus, he needs to quit work. It is unsafe for him to be there. When the management changes, then maybe you can consider going back. But never ever should you put yourself in harm's way for any amount of money. I don't care what it is. And when somebody knowingly puts you back in harm's way or says it's your job or else, then take the, all right, I got my life. I got to deal and work with my life. You know, we've got a viewer, longtime viewer, Miss Pam. She's been fighting corona for several months. She's going to get to come home this week. If anybody had knowingly done something to her personally, and the people that are around her love her so dearly, would have made your life miserable if you were the manager who did something like that. So absolutely don't do anything like that. Get away from that guy or that company, whoever it may be. Go ahead and file for your workers' compensation claim. Have your brother file for workers' compensation, and when that runs out, the unemployment benefits will be available to them under the COVID program, because when there is a violation, the federal rules kick in, and in that particular situation, your brother's going to be taken care of, at least financially, for the short term.
Larry, Frankie actually brought up a great question, a great point. Now that people are starting to go back to work, we're starting the reopening process of the state. You know, a lot of people are back at work. If their employer isn't following guidelines or anything like that, and they do feel unsafe, or maybe not unsafe, but they're not sure to report it or not, is there any advice you can give on a situation like that?
Yeah. Ashley Moody's 1-800 line for scams and the like. They also have a reporting agency there. You can report it to Attorney General Ashley Moody's office. Just go, type her in, Google it in, and say, I need the 1-800 number for Ashley Moody's office, who is our Attorney General for the state of Florida, and make such a report. Now, you don't want to be snitching on somebody just because there might be a small area or small problem. But when you walk into a restaurant and you see all the tables full right now, or you see that a bar has opened up, you got to report that. You can't allow it to be in a situation and just be in a situation where you know that the violations are occurring. We're still practicing social distancing at work. We're not having the big audiences. We're not having our big get-togethers. We manage people, tell everybody to stay in their office. If anybody is sick, we send them home immediately. We have guidelines in place in dealing with our clients. We have meetings by telephone, by Zoom. We do allow people to come in the office with certain restrictions. They go right to a conference room or right to somebody's office. The office and the conference room are cleaned immediately afterwards. We aren't hugging on people. We aren't shaking hands. We're a very caring law firm, and we love our clients, and 99% of our clients love us, and we love that as well. But we're maintaining that social distance and doing everything that we can. And so we're doing everything that's responsible, everything that an office should do. We're part of the essential workforce. We have not slowed down, we've not stopped, but at the height of it, we had approximately 80% of our workforce working remotely from home. So we're prepared to go back and do that if necessary.